And it sounds to me like your response to getting some reviews or asking people to take their time out of their, the precious day is very similar to your response with when people send you things to watch.
Right. I'm like,
So
I don't. Okay, so that's what it is. I mean, I'm looking at the way
yeah,
I look at my time. I'm like, yo,
yeah,
because look, I mean, someone could just write a blurb and not have read the book, and maybe some people did that. But I don't want to come ask them like, bro, you could just put some BS down and let me take it, because then that's not authentic either. So to do the process right and do it with integrity, at least for me to approach it with integrity. I'm not about to ask somebody if they gonna write my blurb, yo, did you really read the book? Like, I'm not gonna do that because that's stupid. But it's that's the part I'm like ignoring emails and shit, and people are like, and the media person is like, hey, just following up. I'm like, I'll get to it. But I'm excited though because the book, first, just on a personal level, my son's gonna get a chance to kind of read this one day and be like, oh, this is what my father's life was like, and it won't be anything like his. I mean, unless he wants it to be, at least the latter parts, minus the alcoholism. But he gets to see, he's a product of a really interesting story and background. So that's cool. From the kind of business of Ed Latimore perspective, I think it's going to really give me the confidence / courage for things that I did not have before. When I pitched this book to my agent initially, he looked at it and he's like, why would you write this kind of book? You need to write this kind of book. And that's what I wrote, and that's what got the biggest advance. And it was a book about my story. The initial book was just about boxing. Like, no, your story is the interesting part. That's the draw. That's what people pay for when they.
How did you get to your boxing? Right.
Yeah, everyone wants to see that, and I always downplay it. I won't say downplay it, but it's a hard thing for me to see sometimes. But the book has really changed all that, and I'm looking forward to moving past this chapter where, because look, but I said this before. I said once I finish the writing, who knows? This will be easy, but who knows? Look, but once I finish this blurb thing up, all I get to do is what I like to do, which is talk to people, discuss ideas, and do so in a manner and in a platform that will move a lot of copies of books. That's the idea. But yeah, in terms of anything else I'm doing, I mean, I really am going to be building around the me, because I haven't taken advantage of that. I know that I built up all this goodwill and this engagement in this audience, and I have not really brought in like membership or coaching or things like that. I mean, I should have a lot more money than I do, and I just I don't, largely because
Shouldn't we all?
yeah, largely because I just never saw me as that guy, and I should that has changed. Another transformation over the past 2 years has been very transformative to see how people respond to the me and the story and the thoughts and all that.
It's extraordinarily healing to go through, and especially in written form, and then to present it to the world. Absolutely incredible transformation with that, and healing and growth and self-exploration. And isn't that so much of what we strive for within Stoicism, etc., is that self-understanding of who and what we are, why we respond, and to be able to look at ourselves in a different perspective, and look at our life and death and the circle of life in a totally different perspective. Uh, Ed, I love the way that you share yourself, just your authentic being here and being so authentic with us and being vulnerable and sharing your story. I want to make sure that everyone knows where to find you. So, for those of you watching, it has been displayed here on the screen numerous times throughout the show. For those of you listening in, edlatimore.com. Go visit his site. He's got some incredible videos on YouTube. Watch his stories. Very well done, well edited videos of just a beautiful performance and showcase of his journey and life. So I urge you to do that. It's also in the description below. Now, Ed, if we want to finish up, I want to just thank you again for being here on the Wellness Driven Life Show. Is there anything else you want to share with our audience today?
You know, one of the most powerful ideas that has changed my life and continues to change my life is a quote that I live by, and it's an Ed Latimore quote. I mean, maybe someone else said it, but I haven't seen it.